So let's try to take a look now at the irregular flag. Now the irregular flag, this is a daily chart on the Australian dollar, US dollar, and let's try. I've marked the territory for the irregular flag scenario, and let's go on the 4-hour chart and try to identify the flag that I was looking for. So this is this is the 4-hour chart, and let's write here above that we are looking at irregular flag, irregular flat. Let's make this one 14 and this. And in a flat, as you very well know, a flat has a structure of 3, 3, 5, so nothing changed. And in an irregular flat, if you put the shape here like this, the two characteristics should be that the B wave, so wave B is higher than wave A, so it can be at least so bigger than 101% of wave A. Let me write this with this like this. And another characteristic of an irregular flat should be that the wave C should be higher than wave B. That means that should be bigger than 101% of wave B. So, if this structure from here to here has a tendency to be considered or can be considered an irregular flat, then normally, let me move this a little bit higher. Then this being a 335, then I would say that in a 335 that will be wave A. So A of this degree, B of this degree, and C of this degree. So A, B, C. So once again, in wave A of a flat, you need to have a structure of 335. So I would say that this is a nice zigzag with A being of this degree. So A, and then B, A, B, and C, and this comes in the form of the first three. So A, B, C for wave A, and then we're looking for the B wave, and the B wave also comes in the form, from my opinion, of another nice zigzag A, B, C. Remember, in a flat, so for the rules of a flat, that the B wave can be any corrective pattern except a triangle. Also, A wave can be any corrective pattern except a triangle. However, the B wave in an irregular flat should be higher than 101% of wave A. So if you take a horizontal line and you mark the beginning of wave A, you are seeing that the B wave exceeds the beginning of wave A. So that's the first rule to be taken into consideration. Now, this is why these patterns, these irregular flats are tricky, because if you are looking, for example, as an impossible, and you label this one as being the third wave and this being the fourth wave, you have a new high, okay, and then the price only comes to make a marginal new low before bouncing into new territory. So that is tricky as well. And in an irregular flat that has a structure of 3, 3, 5, then you are looking for a 5-wave structure for the C wave. And from my point of view here, we might have actually an ending diagonal in the form of a falling wedge, and this to be the falling wedge. Even though as stated earlier, this is quite rare or a flat, but nevertheless in the currency market things like this happen. So this should be something like a 5-way structure, and this is a 1. So the first wave 1, then a second wave here 2. This is, as you can see, for the second wave, this is being called an irregular with B wave failure. So A with C wave failure, A, B, and C wave failure. Why a C wave failure? Because the C wave fails to retrace the whole length of the B waves. So 1, 2, and then comes for the third wave to the downside. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5-way structure, and there you go. You have the 5-way structure for your irregular flat. So important, the second condition for an irregular flat, wave C should be bigger than the B wave. Or in other words, should be higher than 101% of wave B. So what we should do, let me take this one from here and take a horizontal line and put it at the end of the C wave, and as you can see, it is bigger than the previous B wave. So that makes the case that this is a nice irregular flat. Now this is a classical structure for an irregular flat. Once again, on the theory here, an irregular flat should look like this, like an A, B, C. It was just an example that I was giving you based on this structure, but what you should actually take into consideration are the rules stated on the text that comes with this recording. Also take into consideration the guidelines, but the two important rules and the thing that in an irregular flat, the B wave usually doesn't go higher than 138.2% of the length of wave A. So to keep in mind all the time that if you're looking at a possible corrective move, let's say that price is coming from the upside here like this, and you're looking for a possible fourth wave types in the form of a flat, and then you have A in the structure of a 3, so it is not, you cannot see an impulsive move here, it's only a 3-ways move, then you are definitely looking for a flat. And if the lows here are being taken by the B wave, then you are looking for maximum 138.2, let's say 100% for the B wave to come to make a new low, and then tries to retrace and even make a new high in a 5-way structure for the next C wave to the upside. That 5-wave should be an impulsive move. That 5-wave should be an elongated flat, an ending diagonal. Ending diagonal it's quite rare to be in that case, but it's not forbidden. So once again, what we've had so far under the flat chapter, we have the typical flat. We've taken a look at the common flat with an example on the common flat pattern here, and we mark this one as being the beginning of the flat. With an example of a common flat pattern here with a 335, B wave retraces more than 81% of wave A, C wave must retrace all of wave B and should exceed wave A, and not by more than 10 or 20%. And then we're taking a look at the classical irregular flat, this time on the Australian dollar, US dollar chart with an ABC for wave A, ABC is a zigzag for the B wave, and an ending diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the C wave. Two main conditions for the irregular flat: wave B higher than wave A, wave C higher than wave B. That means at least 101% of wave A and of wave B respectively, and look for the B wave usually not to retrace more than 140% of wave B. That's pretty much for the irregular flat. Let's move on and try to take a look now at the elongated flat pattern, and this is one of the most important patterns in the Elliott wave theory when you're talking about flats, because they come as being part of a contracting triangle or an expanding triangle, but more likely part of a contracting triangle, and and these elongated threads actually can be the entire leg of the triangle or part of the leg of the triangle. But let's see that next. So stay